I wanted to make it really special on Valentine's Day, so I tied my boyfriend up. And for 3 solid hours, I watched whatever I wanted on TV. Tracy Smith. Valentine's Day, the holiday that reminds you that if you don't have a special someone, you're alone. Lewis Black. To be in love is merely to be in a state of perceptual anesthesia. H. L. Mencken. Valentine's Day is when a lot of married men are reminded what a poor shot Cupid really is. Anonymous. Love is a lot like a backache, it doesn't show up on x-rays, but you know it's there. George Burns. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. Michael Scott, The Office. The thing about Valentine's Day is that people discover who is single and who to feel jealous of. Faye Morgan. Without Valentine's Day, February would be, well, January. Jim Gaffigan. Remember, your Valentine's card shows you care enough to send the very best, even though you're too lazy to put it in your own words. Melanie White. Can officially confirm that the way to a man's heart these days is not through beauty, food, sex, or alluringness of character, but merely the ability to seem not very interested in him. Bridget Jones's Diary. If you text I love you and the person writes back an emoji no matter what that emoji is, they don't love you back. Chelsea Peretti. Honesty is the key to a relationship. If you can fake that, you're in. Richard Jenny. You know how people say, you can live without love? Well, oxygen is even more important. Dr. Gregory Hauser. Real love amounts to withholding the truth, even when you're offered the perfect opportunity to hurt someone's feelings. David Sedaris. You're never alone on Valentine's Day if you're near a lake and have bread. Mike Primavera. A guy knows he's in love when he loses interest in his car for a couple of days. Tim Allen. It wasn't love at first sight. It took a full 5 minutes. Lucille Ball. True love is singing karaoke under pressure and letting the other person sing the Freddie Mercury part. Mindy Kaling. I love being married. It's so great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Rita Rudner. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll be happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Socrates. My friends tell me I have an intimacy problem. But they don't really know me. Gary Shandling. I was nauseous and tingly all over. I was either in love or I had smallpox. Woody Allen. A guy knows he's in love when he loses interest in his car for a couple of days. Tim Allen. Obviously, if I was serious about having a relationship with someone long-term, the last people I would introduce him to would be my family. Chelsea Handler. Women marry men hoping they will change. Men marry women hoping they will not. So each is inevitably disappointed. Albert Einstein. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. The Office. Love is Blind, Marriage is the eye-opener. Pauline Thomason. Being a good husband is like being a stand-up comic. You need 10 years before you can call yourself a beginner. Jerry Seinfeld. If you can stay in love for more than 2 years, you're on something. Fran Lebowitz. You can't put a price tag on love. But if you could, it waits for it to go on sale. Hussein Naisha. Before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are. Will Ferrell. The great question which I have not been able to answer is, what does a woman want? Freud. Where love is the case, the doctor is an ass. English proverb. Never marry a man you wouldn't want to be divorced from. Nora Ephron. Love is what you've been through with somebody. James Thurber. An archaeologist is the best husband a woman can have. The older she gets, the more interested he is in her. Agatha Christie. You're just like bacon, beer, and chocolate, you make everything better. Love is not having to hold in your farts anymore. Brie Lucky. I wasn't kissing her, I was whispering in her mouth. Chico Marx. A man who correctly guesses a woman's age may be smart, but he's not very bright. Lucille Ball. My wife gets all the money I make. I just get an apple and clean clothes every morning. Ray Romano. Marriage is a lot like the army, everyone complains, but you'd be surprised at the large number that re-enlists. James Garner. Women cannot complain about men anymore until they start getting better taste in them. Bill Maher. My phone battery lasts longer than most of my relationships nowadays. Jacques Torres. There is a place you can touch a woman that will drive her crazy. Her heart. Melanie Griffith. When you see a married couple walking down the street, the one that's a few steps ahead is the one that's mad. Helen Rowland. Love is a two-way street constantly under construction. Carol Bryant. A man in love is incomplete until he has married. Then he's finished. Zsa Zsa Gabor. Marriage is like vitamins, we supplement each other's minimum daily requirements. Kathy Monk. I just want to be friends. Plus a little extra. Also, I love you. Dwight Schrute. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again? As a man in a relationship, you have a choice, you can be right or you can be happy. Ralphie May.